Okay, we're live. Let me see. Six out. Hey, everybody, we're live. Ready to get started. Can everyone hear me? I'm gonna be talking a little low because my daughter is asleep. I'm just sending my live out to a couple people. Hey, and I'm sorry, I was sending my live to people.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, my guy,
my
y'all.
bad. I was sending my live out to a couple people.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. Hi, y'all. Welcome to Taurus Talk with Posh and Fab.
Yes, I'm about to type it in here on the comment section so I can pin it.
All right, I just sent out the live too
Okay.
to like 5 people, which is good. There you go. We about to get it talking. We ain't getting it popping. We getting it talking.
We gonna talk about it. Yes. Okay. So we have been talking about this for a while. Wanting to do something, just period, together, work together somehow. And this is what we came up with, Taurus Talk with Pasha Fed. And yeah, so I guess we can just introduce ourselves. You
Yes.
want to go first?
I'm Posh, owner of Top Elite Cosmetics, Tika Goddess Co. coming soon, and a few other things. But that's my 2 main businesses from Philly. I'm over here in Georgia. From Philly, grew up in Philly. And that's it. I ain't into giving no ages and all that. I'm in my 20s. I'm in my 20s. That's it.
Period. Okay, well, I'm Fed, um, from Philly as well. Hoping to move out of the state soon. I lived out of state before, but as an adult, Philly is just not it right now. And then we're going to actually get into that anyway, because that's going to be our topic for tonight. So, anyway, I got a couple businesses myself, hookah. I work in the bars as well as doing mobile hookah.
Mm-hmm.
I sell hotel rooms, so if you need a room, hit me up.
Yes.
And a couple other things I just try, whatever my niche. I rap. Oh yeah, it's like I rap, but I don't consider myself a rapper, so sometimes I
Yeah,
say
you getting into it though. I fuck with you.
yeah.
You getting into it and I fuck with it, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking maybe 9:30. Whoever wants to chime in and add their say so.
Yes.
But throughout, while we're talking, maybe if they put the question and answers in like the thing that pops up at the bottom with the question and answers, we
Oh
could do
yeah.
that along the way. But since the live is an hour, unless it's like we're really getting into it one night or something, we want to go live again because it's just like we need one more.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we're gonna save them. We're gonna put them on our official page that we're starting up. But since we already got followers on this page, I just thought that maybe we should
Yeah.
just
For sure.
start
We
on
can
ours.
transfer.
And then both you have a YouTube channel already, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we just gonna post it on our YouTube channels, so then you guys can tune in for that if y'all missed the live talk.
Yep.
So we gonna be talking about Philly. Oh my God! Hold on. Matter of fact, I forgot you sipping on this cup. I
You
forgot
go. I
about
got
that.
some Riscotto. Go get your
Yes,
cup.
hold on.
Fab will be right back. We're gonna have a brief intermission. She's gonna get her wine. I hope everybody is doing good. We're gonna have a good talk tonight, just about, you know, I feel like we need to start it off with like growing up in Philly. Growing up in Philly. Yeah, we're gonna start it off there. I'm gonna let Sam know. Like growing up in Philly.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just letting them know that we're gonna have a good talk tonight and that
Yes,
we
I'm
should start
here
off by
for
talking
it.
about like growing up here.
So everybody else, get your drinks or whatever that you do, because we need a nice talk. So we're gonna be doing this every Monday, starting off. Hopefully that it gets more major. We can start off twice a week or whatever every day.
Yeah.
But we do have kids and everything, so we trying to squeeze it in as well, and just get to know people through our social media. Talk to you guys, see what's going on, whatever topics that you want us to talk about, let us know, or whatever. We're open to everything.
Yes.
But we're both Tauruses.
Yes. I have to switch my lighting.
So if anybody want to chime in, say their sign too. We gonna
Yes.
get into that
Drop
some
your
things
signs.
too.
If you
Yes.
in here, drop your zodiac because I'm into zodiac heavy. Drop your zodiac. Fab, what you drinking? Water or wine?
Um, a little bit stronger than both.
Oh, okay. Then we got cognac, whiskey,
Listen,
tequila. What you
if we
drinking?
gonna talk, we gonna talk. This is actually a drink that I had in the refrigerator from when I was selling drinks the beginning of the summer that I had left over, and this is not even nothing that I really drink, but it's vodka.
It's for the talk. Okay, yes, okay. It's for the talk tonight. And I
But
got my little
I usually
wine.
drink Casamigos, but I don't think that.
We need to have a
Okay, so
we
we have
need to
some
have a night
people
about
saying
Casamigos.
Aries, Aquarius, Taurus. Oh, my birthday is 5/14.
Heart
Yours say 5/15.
gang.
Wow, that's crazy. Yep.
Aquarius, Aries. Okay. Mine's is April 20th, so I'm like right there with a little Aries. So I got a little sprinkle of Aries in me.
That's what I always wanted to know. Like the second sign thing, I never really understood. So it's like, I don't
Oh
know.
no. So look, fam. We can have a sidebar about that and then we can do a live about it.
Okay.
No,
That
we
could
can
be
have a
next week.
sidebar about it so you can be
Okay.
educated. So you can be educated on it. And we, and then we'll jump on
Yes.
live and we can talk about that one day. Like, astrology, no, we could definitely get into that. I want to
Yes.
I want to get into that.
Okay, another Taurus. I'm doing
417,
it
that's
4/17.
Aries. Yeah, that's Aries. That's Aries. All right, but this is not astrology talk, but we definitely will be
Yes.
doing astrology talk. We definitely will be doing astrology talk soon. I really want to talk about that.
Yes.
But like growing up in Philly, let's get started, Fab, because
So
the
what
time
part of
will go
Philly
like
are
this,
you from?
and then we got to add our people in. I don't know, Fab, do you want to start? Just give like a little brief, or you want me to start like a
So
brief?
what part of Philly are you from?
West, West,
I think we should start off like that. Anybody that's on here, they could say what part of Philly you're from. I'm from North Philly.
West.
So when you went to school and everything, did you go to school in West Philly?
Yeah, I went to school in West Philly. So I started off going. It's actually like on 52nd Street. It was like an Islamic school or whatever, like a private school that I started off it with,
Mm-hmm.
and then I started going to a school called POW, and it was a public school. So I went from private school, Islamic private school, to she threw me straight in a public school, and being in
Oh.
the public school system in Philly, that's all I'm gonna say is, I was the skinny girl. Listen, I was the skinny girl, the little hair girl, the pie face girl, mostly the skinny, bony, skinny, skinny.
Wow.
Mm. I used to always feel like I just need to go to LA. I want to go to LA. Everybody's so skinny over there. All my life, I felt like I just want to be in LA because everybody was my size.
Yeah.
And it's like a normalized thing. I used to get teased a lot about my weight. And I'm not blaming it
Me
on
too.
Philly. I'm not blaming it on Philly. But listen, they used to be teasing me crazy about my weight, like literally.
And you feel now that you live out of state, or if you travel other places, did they treat you the same?
No, nope. They generally like when I would go other places, people would be like my dad took me to Vegas before. Like I've been did business trips with my dad and stuff like that.
Do you
And
know this person that's saying why are my comments off? I don't know.
let me see. I'll never be paying attention. Why am I? I don't know. They must. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know. I
Oh, you
don't
know
know.
that
T. Yeah,
person.
no. That's this is my homegirl. This is my close friend. I have no idea. But that, I,
Uh-oh.
we don't know. I have no clue, but we'll figure it out because in the next live, your comments will not be off, T. I promise you that. I promise you that. This is
We're
our
gonna
first
figure that
live.
out.
This is the first live. I have no idea.
We're gonna
But we're
have to
going to figure
figure
that
that
out for the
out.
next time. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm from North Philly, but I have lived in other parts of Philly except for South Philly. But I did graduate high school from South Philly,
South
so
Philly High?
huh?
South Philly High? Or another
Furnace,
school? Friends. Oh,
furnace.
I heard of that
Hmm.
school. I heard of that school.
So I actually know a lot of people. I moved around a lot, so and I went to school other places too. And that's crazy that you say the difference because I went to Catholic school starting off in school all the way up until like third or fourth grade.
That's how it was for me.
And
It was like third
Yeah.
and fourth grade.
And when I went into public school, I went to HR Edmonds, and like that's like Frankfurt area basically.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say whole difference, like girls following me home, girls that's not even in my grade, I don't have no classes with you. I don't even know your name.
Yep.
Like, so I don't know if it's a Philly thing because I lived in the outskirts of Philly in the suburbs, like Belmont Hills, and I went to schools where I was one of only a couple black girls or whatever too, and I didn't go through that, and I could wear whatever my hair, whatever, like it didn't matter. So I don't know. That's what, like, is it a Philly thing? Like, I don't know. Has
I mean,
anybody else
I think
experienced
it is.
that?
I think it's a Philly thing. I feel like everybody gets teased everywhere. Yes, that's going to happen. But I feel like Philly people got this little mentality, and they come and these people be insecure, and they come to school, and then we come. Not no shade to no other signs, no shade to no people. If you went to school with me, it is what it is. But you know, we shine this certain type of light, and we walk in the
Mm-hmm.
room and we be really calm and cool and collected, and we command that attention, and then we may not be like how the next girl is. We may not have had all the shit that the next girl had, because I didn't have all that stuff. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
have every single thing. I had what I needed, literally. My mom was
Mm-hmm.
hustling by herself.
But you made it work.
My mother made it work. My mommy did. My mother made that shit work. And of course I made it work as I got older and all that. I let her little pieces hit. But no, what? I used to get teased out the ass about clothes, all
Mm-hmm.
that type stuff. And I thought I was cool. Like my mom gave me what I need. Like she wasn't all into the fashion and all that
See,
type of
my
stuff.
mom
Like,
was a booster, so.
and you know what? My mom used to be around all, but see, it was the
My
booster.
mom was
Listen,
a
it was the
no
booster's
booster.
daughters that was coming at me. That's the crazy part.
You
But
said what?
my mom would never. She act like she couldn't buy off the boosters. Like that's just how type person she is. Like she
Oh
crazy. She
God.
couldn't buy off of them, and all my friends would have all this stuff. But I was never jealous. I never felt like. As I got older, I'm like, damn. But I had like things to play with. I had activities to do. Like that's why I am where I
Mm-hmm.
am now, because I wanted to do music. She was like, all right, you go
Expressive.
ahead, get you a music. I wanted to make lip gloss before I ever had a lip gloss line. I had the kit when I was little. I had a science kit. I had a lot of stuff to do in the crib. So besides
Mm-hmm.
the clothes, and if she was willing to get off the boosters and stuff, her friends was boosters.
Child,
She was
even to
acting
this day, if
scary.
I can't be thankful for one thing, I can say that Baba will bring me a whole trash bag full of shit.
See, and that's how my grandma was. That's how my, but you know how stuff
Whole
skips
bunch of
generation.
shit. You be like, oh, I need this. I need. All right, now I gotta buy
And
this.
her, see, but her friends, that was the boosters, would get me stuff. That's the whole thing. They would get me stuff like, oh, you don't ever want to buy nothing, this and the third. My mom had to like coach me a lot too, like with the weight thing and getting teased about my weight. Like past the,
Yeah, they used to call me like number two pencil, Slim Jim. Like, yeah, I was
bony. It was bony for me. I could take all the other things. The things that the thing, I can take all the skinnies, the Slim Jim. It
and
was
then
the,
as you got older, like middle school, like seventh, eighth grade, right, starting to get chest. I'm still the fucking mosquito bite door
I'm
now.
still mosquito bite right there.
Look, I don't even want to lift up. I done had a child where I was gonna get some titties, girl.
They
So
come and
after
they
I
go, girl.
breastfed, it
They
was
come and they go
over.
with the babies. They come and they go because they came and they went for me. But yeah, like then, like going into teenage years and like just like hitting puberty first. You know, they'd be like 11, 12, 13, 14. Going into that time, then it was like you said, we ain't had like, the chest and the butt. It was like everybody would be like, she ain't got no butt. Like I used to hear people saying, damn, she's so pretty, but she ain't got no butt. I don't want to talk to her. Like really, like Philly is crazy. Philly guys.
And
Like
I
and I
never
was young.
really experienced other people. Like even when I lived in Florida, I went to high school in Florida. I lived in Florida for about like 6 to 8 months. That was like 11th grade. Like they dressed totally different from me. We didn't wear uniform in school,
Yeah.
so even then, like they didn't really, but like they cared about their clothes and stuff, but their fashion was so behind anyway. But in Philly, it's like if you don't got, it's like you labeled like who you are by what you have on, and then it's like now as we older, motherfuckers just understanding, cause he look like money. He ain't got y'all ain't learn that in school
Some
when
of
we
them
was
still do, baby.
younger.
Some of them still
Like
don't. Some
the
of these
poor
grown
kids was the
folks
one
haven't learned.
buying the pretzels for everybody for real, trying to be nice to everybody,
Listen, some of them still haven't learned
trying to
that.
prove they got it.
They think them clothes really make them. They wear they money.
Shit.
Meanwhile, we invest in ours, but that's neither here or there.
And my mom is one of those people that know like every label, every designer. Oh, that's that, and that's this, and
My
it's like
mom
I
is
don't even know.
my mom is the opposite of that fed. My mom is
Yeah,
the
I'm not like that.
my mom is the opposite. And now that I've gotten older, like I never really bought luxury bags and bought that type of stuff. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I had make my pieces hit and I always made my pieces hit. They going to hit regardless of what anybody say. But now that I've gotten older, like I've made like, you know, better money and things like that. I had like my little things, like I wanted this one bag, and then I wanted this other bag, like the certain bag that I've been wanting for years. I went out and got my little bags and all that. My mom's like, oh, you really going to spend your money on that? I would never think that you would do. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not about to get addicted like these other Philly cats. And let me tell you
It's
something.
like I like some like I'm a like a bag and a shoes person, but clothes I can make anything look
Girl,
cute.
we can make anything hit. We ain't gonna
But
give up our. We ain't
I
gotta
can
give up our
admit I
deets, but
do
I
have
do
a
the same
thing
thing.
for like bags and shoes.
We gonna call
Like
each other on handle.
I like
I
bags and
already know, man.
shoes.
I
Oh, my
already
cousin
know.
is on here. Double minus one. Are you gonna come in on 9:30? I was telling him about it.
Hey,
He
cousin.
actually goes live. I actually meant to mention to you. So he already has a thing where he goes live with his friends or whatever, and on social media, and so they're kind of like used to him. So he told me that he would chime in, and so
Yes, we.
I if he's still into it, or whatever. I can't see the time since we're on live,
I see it. It's
but
at 9:16. I'm gonna let you know when it.
okay.
I
So
see it on
nine
my phone. I'm gonna
thirty.
let you know when it hit 9:30.
Okay, so nobody's really commenting about Philly. We
I know
actually
we
always
might gotta get
do it
into some
like for
more detail.
y'all.
It's not what you wear, it's how you wear it. That part. But that
Okay.
Philly. But speaking on Philly and the mentality of Philly. Listen, y'all.
If you
I live in
label had to
Georgia.
tell you the shit, oh she decent, oh like I've heard
Whole
this.
time they soul be trash though. Philly got a bunch of people that wear they money, and the whole time they souls be trashiana, trash, and it be like you not nobody
Listen,
got that stuff. Your soul is
I've
tainted.
heard it like, oh, she decent, like she always got on this, oh she drive that car. It don't matter.
That's
For
worldly
one, that
stuff. What
shit
are
come
you
and
doing
go.
that's not in this realm?
That shit come and go. Like
Exactly.
come and
You
go.
gotta have a heart. You gotta have a golden heart, and you gotta have a strong mind. That's the two things I feel like you should possess. Like that, a good soul has a golden heart and a strong mind, because your heart can deceive you, but your mind gonna make sure that you on point. So you gotta have a strong mind and a golden heart. That's how I survive, Philly child. Let's speak on that, because we
Yeah.
just
Like I feel
surviving
like
this
if
shit.
I was to um do all of this stuff for this design or buy all this designer stuff and stuff, not saying that I can't, would is that gonna make people pay more attention to me or whatever? Like, no.
No,
I just feel like if it look good,
no,
I'm not trying to say if I was to get rich and famous off me rapping or me rich and famous off building a big hookah empire or something like that. Would I start buying design stuff? Yeah, I like it or whatever. Okay, that's in my bracket, but I'm not breaking my fucking neck now.
no, at
Not
all.
saying that I'm the poorest of the poorest. I'm not rich. Like, yeah, I still live in
Everybody
the
don't
hood, and
money fast,
but
and that's
compared to a
cool.
lot of other people around me, or older, younger, or whatever, my mindset where I'm going, like I don't look at where I'm at right now because I've been in better positions than I'm in now, and I've been in worse positions than I am now. But I look at it as me growing up in Philly, me 18, me thinking where I would be right now, and I'm not. Certain shit that I went through just being in Philly. Do I feel like I would have went through half of that shit if I would have stayed living in Florida or
Mm-hmm.
somewhere else? Maybe not.
Maybe, maybe not. I feel like we probably would have been going through the certain things that we went through in Philly, but it would be probably a little difference, because it's a crack. Like I know that people hear this a lot or whatever about Philly, and this is old news or whatever, but it's still I'm gonna still say it. We Philly is a crab in a barrel city, the whole city, the whole Pennsylvania, not even just Philly, is the
But
entire
when I see
Pennsylvania.
other places sometimes too, I think like, okay, I'm like, I don't want to make it sound crazy, but I feel like this shit happens everywhere.
Yep, it
Because
does.
just a couple years ago, Chicago was the worst place, and it's just like this was the worst place. But why? This is my next question that I was going to ask you. Why do you feel like it's so much negative shit going on in Philly? Do you feel like it's the drugs? Because I know Kensington's supposed to be labeled the number one in the motherfucking country. But then it's like, is it really just the people, their mindsets, shit just going on? Like, what do you feel like
I,
is really the issue in Philly? And you moved out, so now you kind of on the outside looking in.
I think it's the mindset. I think it's the mindset, and I get deep, so I don't really get too deep. So I'm just gonna briefly say this: as a Commonwealth state, look up the Commonwealth, look up the other 4 or 5 states that's Commonwealth. The Commonwealth states,
Somebody said because everybody followers.
real talk. Listen, no cap, no cap, no cap. But I really believe. I do too much. I really believe
No, go
it's
ahead.
really a
Let me.
Commonwealth state, and like when they started these states and stuff like that, and the stuff that we gotta go through, we got the most jails, the private jails, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the mentality. Like it's the mentality. I feel like we are the most brainwashed, like not the most brainwashed, but I feel like our level of brainwash is up there. And of course, if you anywhere I live in, like my man live in Georgia, like it's certain things that he say about people in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be a difference for me because it's more
Because you didn't grow up there.
over here. But he know the real. That's just like people that would come visit Philly. They would think Philly, everything, this is hot shit. This is amazing. The whole time it's
Be
like,
having fun.
don't nobody even want to speak to
Girl,
you.
listen, I had somebody from Harrisburg. She came to Philly and she wanted to just party, have fun, do. And I'm just like, no, girl, like, calm down. I don't want to hang with this person, that person. I'm like,
No, you cannot do that. You cannot. I feel like it's just a bunch of is a envious. It's just a lot of envy. Like that person
but
said,
I do
everybody is
feel like
followers.
the
They
brainwash
are.
thing is right because I've been around certain people in Philly or circles that have changed throughout my life. But I feel like that's a good thing. Like people say,
Yeah.
oh, you don't keep the same friends. You always hang around new people. That's a good thing for me. I love meeting new people, new
Me too.
things, learning new things because if you keep yourself around the same people, if you don't feel like you fit in and you're keeping yourself in that circle, you can't blame nobody but yourself.
Yep.
If you feel like you want to do better for yourself, but you being around people that's broke and want to stay broke and negative and whatever, then you're going to stay right there.
Yep.
If you want to do more, you leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah, I did it.
Start
I did it.
placing
I did
yourself.
it. I wouldn't have been here if I would have kept them people in my life. And of course, I didn't just cut all my Philly friends off. Hell no. But it was some people that is like if I move and these people cannot come to my visit me in Georgia, they can't be my friend no more. If I feel like if I move from Philly, you was one of the people that can't visit me, you just gotta go. Ain't no combo. It's nothing because I don't even have time for it no more. I didn't have time for you in Philly. I didn't have time. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's everywhere though, but we just from here, so we know the ins and outs of shit. Like people be thinking they hot shit, and the whole time they be trashed, and then people follow after the people that they think is hot shit. Let me tell you, being in Philly, I was doing lashes in Philly, top lash tech. I don't care what nobody say. Clean work, professional. Look, you getting is a luxury. When we say bitches not service, like you ain't about to come near your eyes ain't about to look red when you open them. I promise you. Everybody I see, eyes be red open. And I'm just giving an example of how it go in Philly. I'm doing sufficient, excellent work, right?
I said
Sufficient
everybody can't come. Sometimes you gotta change your circle for the better.
for sure. That's what happened with me. But I did great work. I'm holding classes. I'm doing this and the third fam. I already know you know. You a tourist, I'm a tourist. When we put our name on something, we ain't playing about that shit. We done planned it out. We done made sure it is as perfect as we could get it for the time being until we grow.
I'm
But it's
very
like we put a lot
organized.
of
I'm a
time.
very organized person, and
Me
I
too.
love that about myself, right? But sometimes it drives me crazy because it's like when things don't go planned right, or if I plan something out